Hello, and welcome to Alone in the Dark. My name is Brandon Bishop, and I am in Las Vegas, stuck in a lot of traffic, but thankfully, I'm leaving Las Vegas. I'm leaving Las Vegas and going to a small town out in the middle of the desert called Good Springs, Nevada. I'm going to the Pioneer Saloon. It's infamous. It's an old, minor, it's like the last thing in Good Springs. It's a little ghost town. I'm excited, but I hate traffic. So let me get through this traffic, get there alive, and find some ghosts and scary stuff. Okay? Okay. Thanks for tuning in to Alone in the Dark. I hate traffic.
Hi, my name is Brandon Bishop. Tonight, without a film crew, production crew, sound effects, scary music, or silly gadgets, I'm going to stay the night in one of the most haunted locations anywhere. It'll just be me, my cameras, and whatever else is out there. So tonight I will truly be alone in the dark.
Okay, we are here in Good Springs, Nevada. Finally, we've made it. I would say it's in the middle of nowhere, but I mean, everywhere is in the middle of somewhere, right? Right. And we're in the middle of Good Springs, Nevada. And I think there's a couple houses over there, a couple little trailers back there and stuff like that. But I think this is really the only thing in Good Springs, Nevada, which makes this place even more awesome. It's managed to stand the test of time. Tell you what, let's go find somebody, find out what we're doing tonight, see who wants to tell me a story, and you know the whole thing. This is our second season. You've watched the first season, you know what we do. It's just me, Brandon. There's no crews. I don't have any silly gadgets. I don't have any scary music or sound effects in the background. I don't do overly produced segments. It's just me, this camera, a couple more cameras like it, a little bit of a voice recorder type of thing, and all night. And tonight, we're all night at the Pioneer Saloon. Infamous Pioneer Saloon Ghost Burger. That's going in my face. That doesn't stand a chance. There's gonna be some carnage tonight. It's probably gonna be in the restrooms. You wish you could be me in about 3 seconds. 2, 1. Mm-hmm. 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 Well, I've got my burger, and I'm waiting on a key interview. But they're busy, you know, they're running a business in there. It's the only business in town, apparently. So I wanted to take a couple seconds to explore. Right across the street, there's some creepy stuff, to say the very least. I know there's rattlesnakes and spiders and all kinds of stuff that I don't like, but I get a really weird feeling in here. Nice shot. I mean, holy crap, do I get a heaviness in here. Now, this is not fit to stay in whatsoever. You wouldn't catch me half dead staying in this son of a bitch. I don't even want to know what's in here creeping around, but I'm walking very gently. But yeah, just a little added bonus creepiness. And I mean, something drew me to it. I'm not saying it's anything. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying something drew me to this, and I'm hearing all kinds of weird shit, so. I don't know if somebody lives in this thing or what, but something that's moved in there. I mean, it's definitely windy. Yeah, it's the wind. Definite bonus creepiness. Well, needless to say, for a place that's basically not on the beaten track, it's quite popular. And they built a monument for being popular for 100 years out here. This is, yeah, friends and visitors, and it just kind of, yeah, keeps going, keeps going, keeps going. I want my name on one of these. Oh, look at this. Films, TV, music, and print. Let's see, bunch of people I know, bunch of people I know, bunch of people I know. I mean, I don't know personally, but I've heard of them. A little bit of Johnny Depp right there, and what? They got room. They got room. Brandon Bishop, Alone in the Dark, the Aside Network. Give me a chisel. Anybody got a chisel?
Well, this bar was built in 1913, so it's going to be over 102 years old in October of this year. It has pretty much remained unchanged for the entirety of its tenure here. So
yeah, I noticed that like this. Are these the original ceiling tiles and walls?
Ceiling. This is 100% printed tin, so stamped tin. Came out of a kit building kit out of the Sears Roebuck catalog.
When the place was built?
When the place was built in 1913, and it hasn't changed since. It's been original to its fullest.
Apparently Sears was making some good stuff back then.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Because, I mean, there's not a crack or a dent in it. I mean, possibly it's been painted over, but...
Exactly, I think that's about the extent of it. I do know that they were pioneers of their time. This has been a standstill. Actually, the town of Good Springs itself was bigger than Las Vegas in its heyday in the 20s. People did their shopping here. There's a fair hotel called the Fail Hotel in the back, and that was over 16 rooms, had hot running water, as well as 7 other bars in town and 3 brothels.
So out of these 3 brothels, would there be a chance that, you know, there's one that's maybe still open, like at this late at night?
You know what? I wish there was. Maybe in my single heyday, I might have had to procure someone in their time, but no, this is the only standing business in Good Springs to this day.
People have died here. People have died around here.
Lots of people have died here.
And why so many people? I mean, if this is a big thriving city, was it the whole city that a lot of people died, or just this building?
It was the whole city. A lot of miners died in the 1920s through the 40s. You're lucky to live past 30 years old. If you were 40, you were probably the oldest man in town. So it was a very hazardous job in itself. So in that sense, dying on the job, that happened a lot. And then they would bring all their money and their fortune down here to the bar, spend it on prostitutes at the at the brothels. There's also a story that has led back to a crying noise in the bathroom that's been heard on many occasions by bartenders' logs throughout since 1940.
Well, I ate one of the ghost burgers, okay? Yes. So crying in the bathroom, I understand. I'm dumb enough to put extra onions and jalapenos on it. So
true that. This was before the ghost burgers time.
Oh, okay.
So this is
they'll be crying in the bathroom again tonight, but it won't be any ladies.
Exactly. It'll be personal cries.
Yeah.
But that has also been told that a minor forced himself upon a young lady in a way that she didn't want, and she denied him, and he cut her throat. That was another story. Also, on this wall over here, there's 3 live bullet holes still intact in the wall.
Yeah, these are like...
You can see right through them.
So did these go through a body first?
Body first and then the wall. So
Okay.
The man stood up. His name was James Koski, 1915. And he was shot dead trying to cash out $10 in coin to the dealer. And they weren't his. The dealer knew it, and he wasn't going to have it. And in the West...
So you don't mess around in Good Springs.
You don't mess around in Good Springs, you don't steal a man's horse, and you don't cheat in cards.
And don't step on Superman's cape.
Don't ever do that.
Or spit in the wind.
That's right.
Yeah, or tug on the mask of the long...
All those are true.
I don't think my audience even knows Jim Croce, but it's...
Tom, he's one of the resident owners here, one of the owner's sons. He no longer works night shifts because he had such a paranormal instance that he was a non-believer. He really doesn't dwell on it and chase it. But he did have an occurrence where a little girl was following him, and that was it. So, and the girl's name has been named Ruby. It's the house name for her. So I don't know really the origin of the name, but I've heard that her name actually called out in the bathroom before. So
now in the back, you have a memorial. Actually, the whole place is kind of a memorial to Carol Lombard, and I know she died somewhere in the mountains out here.
Mount Potosi. Yep.
What is that? How does that pertain to the Pioneer Saloon?
Well, Carol Lombard and 22 others crashed 200 feet below the edge of the mountain there, below the top of the mountain, I should say, and died in a horrible burning crash. And Clark Gable actually came here to the Pioneer. This is the first place he came to that was closest to have the search and rescue parties set up and go by horseback to fetch all the remains back. And he actually sat right here and smoked his cigar. And they say that the cigar burns are in the bar right here. But also many women have rubbed their fingers in those holes, just reminiscing over Clark Gable. That's why they've gotten so deep.
So this is getting dirty now. So
Hey,
many of women have rubbed their fingers in holes in reminiscing about Clark Gable.
Hey man, he was a ladies' man. He was the...
I'm trying to go paranormal here, and you're going perverted. What do you think? I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm probably the only one that stayed here, besides employees, stayed the night by themselves.
I won't do it.
What's that?
I'm not gonna ever do that.
Why wouldn't you do that?
Like I said, I know I've heard things. I just I don't want to have to engage in that. And then I work here, so I want to keep working here.
You'd rather just not know.
Yeah, I'd rather not know. I kind of stay in the dumb. I think that you honestly, when all the power's out and all the machines are off and I'm gone, that I think you're gonna have something to see. So.
I bought it 10 years ago, and when I bought it, it was on its last leg. A lot of the windows were boarded up. It had been neglected for 50 years. I have a real passion for history, so I put a lot of effort, energy, and sweat and love into it to bring it back to life.
Oh, it definitely shows, and you can tell it's being modernized as we've got the Vegas lights in the background and everything like that. Yeah. And these tables are, I mean, they're interesting. There's probably quite a bit of profanity on there, but you know, we don't blur that out on our show.
A lot of incredible artwork. I was just noticing. I get so busy I don't have time to just sit down and look at this, but it is actually pretty amazing to look at.
And you were telling me once these things get old and decrepit, you basically put them up and make them trim. And
yeah, we use them for trim boards on our new project around the saloon.
That's great. And you're talking about the history of this place. I mean, it's 100 years old.
Yeah.
I've been here for about 6 hours, and I think I've already witnessed my own amount of history in this place. And, and that happens every day, every hour, and it just keeps going and going and going and going.
Yeah.
What do you want to leave behind, honestly, for the next person that owns it in the next 100 years?
Well, hopefully my sons will take over and keep it going for another 100 years or 200 years or whatever. But the fact is, in Las Vegas, everything's imploded, blown up, torn apart, and it's gone. So this is one piece of history that Southern Nevada has that's a real gem that I want to maintain for future generations.
Just some of the more legendary
a cowboy that keeps to himself at the end of the bar, some crying in the bathroom, I believe from your son.
Yes.
Heard that one. The man that was shot for cashing in the $10. That wasn't his personally.
Yeah.
Also the movie star
Clark Gable.
Carol
Lombard.
Carol Lombard.
Yeah,
I always forget that name. I keep wanting to say Carol Burnett, but that is not it.
No.
So, totally different thing, you know. It was showing my age, but I mean, how pertinent are these things? Some things get glamorized, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's.
Well, they're very. It creates a lot of activity at the bar. 1915, Paul Kowski. He was a notorious card shark. He was a gambler, a miner, and most of all, he was a womanizer. He would always have a different lady on his arm. He came in here. He had won at poker 3 days in a row, and on the fourth day, before he sat down at the table, the guys got together and said, listen, we got to figure out how he's doing. He is cheating. We just know it. The dealer said. So Paul came in, sat down. They played a few hands. He cleaned everybody out, just like he had done the last 3 days. So I said, and then once he started to take the money, which was $10, and somebody noticed, one of the poker players noticed there was an extra ace on the table. There was 5 aces. So he stopped him from taking it. And Paul says, well, look, I see somebody's cheated, but it's not me, and it's one of you guys trying to cheat me out of winning fair and square. I'm taking my money. And then they go, oh, no, you're not. So he got really upset. He jumped to the dealer. Dealer pulled a 6-shooter out, shot him dead. Died on the floor. Body laid there for 10 hours before the coroner came. And justice of the peace. They found cards up his sleeve, so it was ruled a justifiable homicide. In 1918 came along. Another guy, C.P. Harrison, he was a rich guy. He had come in. First of all, let's establish the fact that at that time there was about 8,000 miners in this town. There was 250 prostitutes. This guy, C.P. Harrison, would come in. He would always have a really nice looking lady on his arm. And one time, a new guy came into town and said, didn't know who C.P. Harrison was. Hey, old man, what are you doing with that young dame? She looks pretty good. Why would she want to go home with you, you old man? And the guy goes, well, C.P. goes, well, I might be old, Sonny, but I got a lot more money than you. And then the guy got upset, jumped at CP. They got wrestling on the ground. CP had a gun, pulled it out, was going to shoot the guy. The younger guy, being stronger and more agile, turned the gun around and fired on CP, and he died in the bar. Sometime in the 20s, there was a Mr. Butterfield. He was the Saloon's best bartender that they'd ever seen. Mr. Butterfield would always be happy. He would always tell people someday he was going to die in the Pioneer Saloon because it was his favorite place on earth. And when the miners shuffled in after work, he would line up shots, buy him a shot, and he'd always tell them a joke. Every day he had a new joke. He made it a point of telling them a joke. So everybody looked forward to hearing the joke of the day. One day, everybody shuffled in, he lined up the shots. Everyone took a shot, and here, take a shot with him. He goes, okay. And they go, what's the joke of the day, Mr. Butterfield? And he goes, well, you ever hear about the bartender that killed himself? They go, no, tell us about the bartender that killed himself. He pulled out a 6-shooter, held it to his temple behind the bar, and pulled the trigger and blew his head off with a smile on his face. Pretty crazy, huh? Yeah, but
So that actually happened.
it actually happened, and he died happy. He wasn't sad.
And that's the original bar you had.
Yeah.
So it happened behind that bar.
Happened behind that bar.
What was kind of the thing that just sealed it for you from being a complete skeptic to being who you are today?
Yeah, that flipped the switch. At the end of the bar, there's a pizza pan that was left there from the night before, and I go, I've talked to all these bartenders about that. They're supposed to clean that up. Not supposed to leave the bar a mess. And just about then, that pizza pan, we're all kind of glaring, looking down there at that pizza pan. It goes fling, and it goes flying off the bar and almost hit the other side of the wall. The other wall on the other side of the building. And it blew my mind. I mean, there's no explanation for it. There was no fan on. It was dead quiet in the bar. I mean, it was unbelievable. So that's when it started happening.
On your own, bud. All right, good luck, my friend. You're locked in. Peace out.
All right. Can you believe this? They gave me this place overnight. The Pioneer Saloon, Good Springs, Nevada. It's just me. Not only am I the first person to investigate this place alone, I'm the first person to investigate this place overnight, period. That is an honor. And I duly, duffly appreciate it. Definitely, duly, duffly appreciate it. They just locked me in. Chad and Noel are out of here. And now it's just you and me. What do you guys want to do? We got a stocked bar. Got some burgers. I can fry up some burgers maybe. If I can get out. I'm locked in. I can't even get to the grills. Here's the thing. It's not that big of a place whatsoever. And that's good for me because I can take my time and not have to climb 15 stories and 75 rooms or anything like that. Basically, I can take my time. We have a bar, we have a dining room. This place has been around for 100 years. Many people have died here, and I hate that. I hate that you guys had to die here. So much death in this world. And some of you guys died in some pretty terrible ways, like bullet holes in the wall right there. In the bathroom, some woman got her throat slit. I gotta get used to the building noises, I'll tell you that right now. And I'm not gonna lie to you, this one has got my nerves frayed a little bit, so I'm already feeling chills. Now, there's a difference between chills and cold spots, okay? I've discussed this before, and I hope you've listened. Chills are what I've got right now because I'm super excited. The place is freaky with the lights off. I mean, that's what that's with night vision. Hang on, I got a little bit of extra boost now. Ready? Boom. Whoa, Brandon got new lights. So we can see a little bit better throughout the bar now. Wow, that thing's awesome. 39 bucks, well spent. But if you turn off the night vision, this is what we see. Not much. There's a couple lights left on. That's by design. We left a little bit of accent lights on. One thing that I've learned from doing these investigations is that I hurt myself in complete darkness. I've broken ankles, I've stubbed toes, I've twisted knees, I'm stupid when it comes to big dark rooms. Not entirely my fault, but the floors here. These are the original floors. These are 100 years old. They're not even, okay? I've already tripped twice since I've been talking to you. So I left a couple accent lights on. You'll get over it. Once again, everybody who's seen a ghost, they had the lights on. Otherwise they wouldn't have seen them. Every single one of them. So there's that. Oh, now I got massive chills. I'm not sure if the floor squeaked. Oh, don't make me ask if you heard that because I don't say those words, but I'm already hearing massive voices. Are you guys gonna play with me already? I got goosebumps on my goosebumps right now, and you guys are freaking me out. Now listen, I'm gonna do a roll call here real quick, okay? I want everybody to listen to me. First of all, I'm gonna introduce myself. My name is Brandon. I am filming a television show. Many of you may not know what a television show is because they didn't have television in your day, but it's a little box where we get to see pictures, moving pictures with sound and all that stuff. It's kind of like that little screen right there, but a lot more interesting than just my face. Thousands of channels, hundreds of thousands of TV shows, and you're gonna be on one of them. It's called Alone in the Dark. It's on the Side Network. My name is Brandon Bishop, and this is gonna feature you. Because if there's any place that I've ever done this investigating thing in, if there's any place that will turn a result, it is this place in Good Springs, Nevada at the Pioneer Saloon. And I want to do a roll call real quick. First of all, there's a little girl here. They call you Ruby. I don't know if that's your real name or not, but if you're here, say aye. Secondly, short cowboy at the end of the bar. If you're here, say hey. Third, man who was shot to death right here. There's bullet holes in the wall that the same bullets went through your body, killed you for trying to cheat in a card game. Come on, dude. You don't cheat in a card game back in those days. Are you crazy? So you're dead, and there's bullet holes to commemorate your death with a newspaper article. So you're already famous to a point, but I would like to make you even more famous. Give me a howdy. Rich guy. I forgot your name already, but a rich guy that Noel told me about. What is wrong with my memory lately? I'm only 41 years old. I'm forgetting things like anyway, I'm excited. That's why I'm forgetting things. Anyway, rich guy that likes hot women. Okay? We have a lot in common, except for I'm not rich. Some guy took your own gun, turned it around, and killed you with your own gun. In this place. Rich guy, where are you? Let me hear you say money and blondes. Bartender. Bartender. It's the original bar. Bartender. Every day you told jokes. Every day you had a new joke. And then one day your joke was to blow your own brains all over this. Why would you do that? You seem like you're a pretty nice guy. Everybody seemed to like you. What was the depression about? But we're still doing roll call. So bartender, ask me what I want to drink. Major chills again. Now I'll be cool with you guys if you be cool with me. Okay. My body is one giant chill right now. First I heard a little voice, then I heard a thumping in the back. I don't know the building noises, okay? I don't know how this place, it's 100+ years old. This building sits, it's a little windy outside. It's a tin roof. Tin roof. And it's rusted. But I heard a thump in the back, I heard a little voice over here, a very high-pitched voice. And here's the thing, I mentioned earlier, it's really hot in here right now. Hello. Maybe the squeaking of the floor a little bit. This floor is really squeaky. What? Also, there's bugs, like moths, I believe, or some kind of flying insect around here. A few of them got in the door. I mean, there's no roaches and stuff like that, nasty bugs, but there's some flying insects that got in here, maybe flies or whatever they are. I saw them hitting the light over there a second ago. That may have been what's moving over there. But I can't, it could have been an ice machine maybe in the back or something like that. I don't know the building, that's the problem. Some places get to go and spend hours researching the place and feeling it out and stuff like that. Now, I kind of throw myself into these investigations without really doing a whole lot of research, and that's on purpose. Okay, I need to get a voice recorder started right now. I don't know if that was a cricket, I don't know if that was a bug, I don't know what that was, but it's damn well sounded like a male human voice this time. Okay. And here's the thing. I am not the guy, okay, that's gonna sit there and go, did you hear that? I am not the guy who's gonna sit there and edit in noises afterwards, after we're done editing, or after we're done filming. I am not the guy who's gonna sit there bored off of his ass for a couple hours and then kick a chair and go, oh, what was that? I'm not the guy. Okay? You want that stuff, there's plenty of other shows you can watch. I just distinctively heard a male whisper. Maybe it was my feet scuffling, maybe it was my shorts rubbing together or something. It's not what it sounded like. Record has been pressed. Yes, it is an iPhone, but I'm going to tell you right now, you see that little thing that's registering? It's picking up my heartbeat right now. And yes, it is rapidly beating. You see this little glowy thing? It is an iPhone 5. I cannot afford the iPhone 6 or the iPhone 6 Plus yet. Don't mock me for it. I'm going to put this on your bar. This 100-year-old bar flown in from Maine, custom made, gorgeous, original, beautiful. You want to say anything to me and you're not brave enough to say it into my ear or into this camera right here, you say it into that little box behind. What was that? Was that a bug? Maybe a field mouse? My imagination? What was it? I'm not going behind the bar because I'll drink all your beer and whiskey. All of it. Then I'll die here. They'll put a plaque of me on the... Trying to tell a joke, guys. All right, it's not even 11 o'clock yet. It's about 11 o'clock, but not quite. And I'm hearing all kinds of stuff. Once again, I don't know what the building sounds like when it settles. I don't know where the ice machine's at. I don't know where the carbonation is at for the beverages. Everything seems to be coming from behind the bar. I'm going to attempt to finish my joke now. Is that okay? Since the bartender obviously isn't going to tell you too many more jokes since he blew his brains out, I'm going to tell you a few jokes. I was saying I'm going to drink all your beer and whiskey, all of it. And then I will die here and they'll put a plaque of me on the wall. My cat will come here from Colorado Springs and claw her nails into the bar because she's so distraught. And I too will become a legend amongst you. That's the joke. Thanks for letting me finish. I'm sitting on the throne in the women's room. This may turn into something different because of the ghost burger I had earlier, but the owner's son said he heard crying in here. Now, that is the owner's son. He owns this building, he owns this toilet, this bathroom, everything in the building, the grounds around it. And you scared his son. I don't know how old his son is. I guess he's old enough to work here, so the guy's freaked out. He doesn't want to work overnight anymore. Maybe he just wanted nights off to go party in Vegas. 2 and 2 sometimes equals 4, but just on the off chance that somebody was crying in here, there are various women who have reportedly, and they said there's a kid here they call her Ruby. I hate to think that a kid died in a bar. Maybe it wasn't a bar back then, but is it you, the little girl? Is there a little girl in the bathroom crying? That's really sad. That makes me want to be a little boy in the bathroom crying right now. What is that? Okay, I can hear like a cooler or something going off over there. Hey, listen. There's a woman that had her throat cut in this bathroom and died. I think I got that right? Somebody died in this bathroom? Maybe more than one person? Got her throat cut? That's terrible. Tell me about it. You see these glowy things? I got one in each hand. Just talk into them. Tell me about it. I want to know. I'm a good guy, okay? I'm not going to treat you like these old timers did. These old scumbags. I'm not going to be that guy. I'm sensitive. I care about your needs. I'm emotional. Make me cry. If you knew how many cat videos I watched in a week, you'd open up to me. I'll be quiet for you. Tell me about it. Big thump, not in here. Big thump, not in here. Big thump, not in the bathroom. Big thump, not in the bathroom. Creaky door, being a jerk door again. Hello, hello. Hey, if you're gonna thump on something, thump when I can see you and hear you. I'm not that guy that likes to play hide and seek with anybody, okay? I want something to think about later on tonight when I'm laying in bed. I want something to make me go, holy crap, I can't deny that. Basically, I want the same thing that you guys wanted when you came here. You came here looking for treasure. You came here looking for wealth, to build a life, to be rich. Money! Some of you got it, some of you didn't. I don't have it yet. I'm not mining for ore and minerals and stuff like that. I'm mining for you. Does that make any sense? I need to find you so I can share you with the whole world. And then I will be rich. And then I will be wealthy. Then I will have the money. Help me. I'll give you 30%. I'm serious. If I get rich because I see a ghost at the Pioneer Saloon, I will donate a butt ton of money to the cause here to keep this place up. If it wasn't for Noel, you guys may not have a home right now. I'll help them. We'll make sure this place is around for 300, 400, 500 years. Unless a tornado or something, earthquake. I don't know what they have in Nevada. Pretty sure it's earthquakes. Or an asteroid could hit it. Or airplanes have been known to crash around here. Sorry, it's true though. But I'll do my best to keep this place around for hundreds of years. If, in fact, I hear your voice distinctively, I see your face distinctively, or I see something fly across the room, do that for me and I'll do it for you. Scratch my back and I will scratch yours right back. It's only fair. I think it's fair. It is seriously such a different feel in the dining room. Now what you're seeing up here, he has night vision security cameras. And so you'll get that glare a lot. Nothing I can do about that. Nothing I care to do about that. It's not a big deal. But this room right here is, as soon as I walk into this, I started sweating in the bar area. I'm not hearing a whole bunch. I'm hearing some banging. It always seems to be coming from the kitchen, so I'm starting to think it's kitchen related. Possibly a cooler, possibly just the ice machine. I hate ice machines. It could be any number of things in there. I don't know that area. I've only been in there for 10 seconds, and that was recently with the lights off, so I don't know much about it. I just know that I keep hearing a little bit of banging. I heard some that sounded like distinct voices, but sometimes you can step on a floor and get a squeak that sounds like somebody talking. Sometimes your belly growls, and I had a ghost burger. How many times do I got to tell you that? It's another one of those places that... See, that's the ice machine, absolutely. This is another one of those places... I don't know what the hell that was, but it came from the same place as the ice machine, so I will... What the... What is that? That's a noise I haven't heard yet. Let's go find out. Oh, now you're gonna stop back here? What is that? Oh, crap. I heard an ice machine. They got motion lights back here. This must be the office. It is the ice machine. I hate ice machines. Every place that we go that has an ice machine, they freak me out all through the freaking night. Every single time. It'll be nice and quiet, then you'll hear... Hurry up, drop your ice, and stop bugging me. That's enough to make somebody go crazy. It really is. That's enough to drive somebody batty. And it won't stop. It just keeps going. I want to talk about noise pollution. Stupid ice machine. All right, I'm out of the office. Debunked. What do you guys got for me? Whoa. It's picking something up. Very faint. Could be kitchen noises, but it's moving. Whoa! I just totally saw something passing. Maybe it was my eyes. It had to have been my eyes. Was it that flower? No, I'm up here, and I was sitting up here. About at that, I just saw something pass in front of that screen right there. Maybe it blinks on and off or something. No, it had to have been my eyes. Maybe I blinked. Okay. Sometimes when you're staring at these little night vision screens and, you know, these video recorders in a pitch black room, your eyes start getting really bad. I'll just say it straight up. Like almost to the point of headache after a while. And something passed. I think it looked like something passed in front of that little register screen over there. It really looked like something passed. I didn't hear any sounds. I didn't see anything. It looked like something passed in front of the screen. Maybe I blinked and didn't realize it. That could easily debunk it. I'm going to say it was nothing. Hypertension. Daddy's got it. Can't be breathing that heavy. Heart can't be beating that fast. That one freaked the hell out of me. I'm not going to lie. That got me. I probably did it to myself. I was looking at the voice recorder through the night vision screen. Oh, and a bug is killing me. Did you just see that? Oh. Now it's on my phone. Get away from me. Okay, so the moths are going to play with me tonight, apparently. I got a friend named Jason that would be in hell right now. Look at this. Where did he go? Oh, now he's on my leg. Ah! I'm being tortured by a moth. Dick moth. Holy shit. That wasn't a moth. Okay. That was not a moth. That was not the ice machine. That came from the bar area again. Ping-ponging me back and forth. Hello? Are you guys waking up? I heard some rustling noises in here. That was not a moth. That was not the ice machine that came from in here. Okay, here's the thing. The moth freaked me out. The ice machine's been freaking me out. Something was registering that I couldn't hear on here. I was just getting started on that. I'm gonna put you on the bar. Clark, say something. So my nerves were getting frayed. And then I heard this thumping, and then my nerves really got frayed. And then the whole thing with I thought I saw something walk in front of the screen. Layers and layers and layers of nerves and goosebumps and freak outness. I gotta breathe. All of it was probably nothing. I'm gonna say that right now. All of it was probably nothing. I don't know what it was in here though. Tell you what it was. It was awesome. Lots of bangs, lots of booms, lots of clicks, lots of pops, cracks, creaks. What the hell was that? I don't know if that was the floor creaking. I don't. It sounded like a scream? Who's screaming? Are you in trouble? Can I help you? I know first aid. I know the Heimlich maneuver. That had to be the floor. It made a similar squeak, but the reason I say it's the floor is because both times I heard the scream or the squeak, it sounded exactly the same. So it must have been the floor. I'm going to say it's the floor, even though I can't make it sound like that again. Huh. Creepy. All right, I'm going to sit in the dining room with this camera. Put the infrared towards the memorial, I guess. This pretty much covers between that camera the women's bathroom, and this camera here pretty much covers the entire bar, covers all the spots that they talked about, and everybody, the places that everybody were killed. It's been about 30 minutes of just complete silence. I don't know if they left me, they got bored with me, if there is even a they, but it's been real quiet. I don't know what time it is. It's late. The kind of late where the sun may be coming up within a couple hours. I'm tired as hell, but we're gonna chill out for about 30 minutes. Let's let things run. See what happens, if anything. Maybe all we get, nothing concrete. A lot of banging and booming that I can't explain. Distinct footsteps, voices that I can't say are distinct, but they sounded like it. I want more. The place is amazing. This place is amazing. I love how Noel kept it original, but at the same time kept it modern. But I want some proof. So let me put this camera down. Hopefully we'll get it. Okay, straight up. I didn't know the door to the patio was open, but it is. I'm still locked into the premises, but I came out here. There's been no stories about here. Yes, they said there was Indian grounds and stuff like that. This is all Indian grounds. Who knows what we're walking on right now? I came out here to let the cameras just film and do their thing in there, and the recorders as well. See, right now you hear crickets, nice moon in the sky. But the reason I brought you out here is because I heard a huh. And it wasn't like a building. There's cowbells and crap hanging, from the ceiling everywhere around here. There's stuff everywhere. Surprisingly, I thought it was windy out. When I came in last, it was absolutely a little windy enough to, move tiles or ceiling tins and stuff. I'm sorry, my nerves are frazzled. But I heard a huh, and it came from over there in that darkness. Look at that, there's nothing. It's just straight darkness. But we're going to venture into that straight darkness. Who out here just gave me a huh? It was like a weird, deep, guttural huh. I can't even do it, really. And I do great impressions. Hello, hello. Is there actually somebody out here, like a living human person? That's where they made my cheeseburger earlier. Maybe it was a cow, a ghost of the cow that I ate. It wasn't a huh, it was a moo. I'm just getting really irritated with that one cricket. Hey, what do you call 1,000 rabbits jumping backwards at the same time? A receding hairline. Typical reaction. I'm going to say that's wind related, possibly bug or animal related. There's cats. When I first came out here to relax, 2 little black cats ran by me and ran out, and one went meow, which means, screw you, buddy, this is my house. That scared the crap out of me. Again, my nerves were frazzled. Again and again and again, my nerves keep getting frazzled. Which basically puts me in a mindset where everything is going to get me frazzled. So at this point, whatever time it is, probably like 4:30 in the morning, I think I'm going to wrap it up. It's a small place. There's really not much more I can do, to be honest with you. I've given it a lot of hours. I've given it a lot of time. I'm going to give it a lot of listen when I get back. We've got about 8 hours on each camera to audit and edit. There just comes a time in every investigation where you have to say goodbye. And I do believe that it is that time in this investigation. All right, I'm going to keep things running while we pack things up. That camera right there is still running. Got another camera in there still running. Got the audio, which is actually my cell phone, still running. I'd figure out a way to turn some lights on. I love figuring things out. I'm so smart. I just saw a freaking leg. Why, when I'm wrapping things up, are you going to show me your leg? I don't know if it was a leg or what the hell it was, but I just saw something come. Let me shit. Right when I turned the light on, I saw it in the corner of my eye. Right there. It wasn't that blue thing either. It was next to the blue thing on that side. Right over there, on this side of the blue thing, I saw like a little leg. And as soon as I took a couple steps forward to see my eyes were focusing on it, it went that way. And of course, you turn the corner, not a damn thing either direction. I didn't hear a freezer door open. I didn't hear the office door open. It wasn't swinging. It wasn't that leg. This makes me want to stay here for another couple hours, but I don't think I can physically do it. I'm exhausted. I said earlier, I don't know if I'll put it in the show or not, but I said earlier that I wanted to leave here with something to think about. That just gave me something to think about. Right there. Hi, back at the SI Studios. Thank you for watching the Pioneer Saloon episode of Alone in the Dark. Okay, this one, here we go. I'm not the guy who's going to make up stuff and shove it in your face and say, oh my God, that was that, and this could have been that, and this could have been that. Oh my gosh, what was that? And truthfully, I went through every bit of sound, every bit of video, every bit of recollection of the entire night, and I have nothing to sit here and show you. I found a bunch of little stuff, like blurbs in audio. I'm not going to call them EVPs because they're not clearly EVPs. Here's the thing about this show. It's not always going to be exciting. There's not always going to be a wealth of stuff for me to show you at the end of every show. I wish there was, because then I would be multi-famous millionaire ghost hunter guy, and with all the evidence and my own questions would be appeased to a point, and I would have all this evidence and everything, and I don't. The purpose of this show is to put me and this camera and a couple other little things here and there in a haunted location overnight. And I'm not going to tell you if it's haunted or not. That is really your decision. I just want to record what happens. I just want to tell a few jokes and maybe tell a few stories, and then basically put it out there and see what happens. The voices were the main thing that I kept getting at the Pioneer Saloon. I heard an exhale on the outside in the patio area. I heard murmuring and all night. I heard what I thought was music. I could have sworn I heard footsteps. I could have sworn I heard a little whimpering and stuff like that. I saw things, shadows and stuff like that. But was it on this camera? No. So do I have anything to put on this show right now? No, I don't. And that's a bummer. It really is a bummer. I can't wait if that day ever comes where I can just say,
would you look at that? And we've had stuff before. We've had shadows and stuff. We've had voices, and we've had, you know, things happen to me that actually get caught on camera. But I'm not going to make things up. I'm sorry about that. I really am. I wish I could make the show more exciting. I know this is entertainment. I know this is television. It's not all on the up and up. Let the other ghost shows do that. I'm not gonna. So, really simply and really quickly, let me end this episode by saying, do I think that there's intriguing things going on at the Pioneer Saloon? Yes. Abso-freaking-lutely. That was one of the most mentally stimulating investigations I've ever done. There's a lot of stuff going on at the Pioneer Saloon. Do I have any intriguement, evidence, anything like that to show you? No, I do not. I wish I did. I really, 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 really wish that I did. And maybe one of these days we'll go back to the Pioneer Saloon, and at that point we'll catch something. But right now I got nothing for you. And like I said, I'm not going to shove it down your throat. I'm not going to come up with some effects and stuff. I'm not going to have a friend walk around the bar and, you know, make things happen. Sorry, that's not Alone in the Dark. You have plenty of options if you want that stuff to happen. And they're probably airing right now. So turn me off, go watch one of those other ghost shows, and have a good time with it. But if you want honesty, if you want an actual investigation, and you want what really happened at the locations, then keep watching Alone in the Dark. There's a few more episodes, and we're getting ready to film a whole lot more. So thank you for watching Alone in the Dark, the Pioneer Saloon in Good Springs, Nevada. Thank you very much to them and everybody up there. And until next time, I'm your buddy Brandon, Honest Brandon. Have a good night.